the very end of 2021, beginning of 2022 is when I started to get some like perpetual tightness in my front tibialis in my right leg.
On the right. Okay.
Yeah. And then over time it progressed and got worse and more tight, and then I started to get problems in my foot, or pain in my foot, in my right foot.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward to recent times, the tightness in my tibialis and pain in my right foot has decreased. Mm-hmm. And tightness and pain in my left, like lower leg and foot has increased. And now the pain or discomfort, kind of in both feet, has moved off to like the sides even, rather than just the heel or the Achilles. You know, sometimes I get like a tingling sensation in the very bottom when it's after a long day of work, and like when I'm sitting in bed, and even sometimes in the morning after, and then when I wake up and walk around, it calms down a little bit and it's manageable.
You said in bed?
Yeah, like when I finish like at the club, you know, 5 or 6 hours or something, and I go back home and I sit in bed, my feet and my Achilles just kind of tingles. It's like, hey man, I'm tired.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
That time, but it's not like pins and needles.
No.
Okay, all right. 2021. Can you tell me a little bit more about this time of year, the end of 2021, or all of 2021? What have been different about just your training, lifestyle? Did you move? Like, what was going on in that year? And it doesn't even have to be physical. It could be like a mental. It could be anything else, because they all relate back.
Yeah, I see. Nothing. 2021 was, again, that was like in that summer is when the Olympic Games happened. And that was quite a experience for me to go participate and kind of take back some lessons. When I came back, I completely changed my training style and just how I approach training in general. And so I definitely trained a lot more physically, and you know, just fencing wise. I also traveled very frequently, beginning in like November in 2021. And that's carried, that kind of pace of traveling is carried through until today. So I travel a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So I guess 2021 I started training a lot more and traveling a lot more, and now you can even add I'm working a lot more. You know, teaching kids. I didn't teach that much in 2021. I lived at home in St. Louis, and then I moved here in August of 2022, and from there I started to work a lot more. And I'd say the problems really were like at the climax in like January of this year. With regards to my right leg. At this point, I don't have any problems in my left leg. My left leg problems started to occur more recently, in the past like 5 months. Well, I'd say like before I really wasn't doing anything that was structured at all related to fencing. But with the training program, I'm going to the gym and I'm doing a lot of speed work, and I'm doing a lot of work that I guess is like reactive work. So landing very quickly on the ground and moving again. A lot of interval work.
A lot of what?
Interval work.
Okay.
You know,
running, stopping,
sprints, shuttle sprints,
Alright,
but now not so much on the ground, because I told them that I need to change how I train to accommodate my injuries. And so anything interval wise, I'm doing on like the elliptical machine now. But you can't get past the fact that you have to do some high impact training for fencing. Of course, it's just the way it works.
Yeah, it makes sense. You gotta, you're playing at an Olympic level. You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta keep up somehow.
You gotta keep up.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to be at a point where I don't think about the discomfort in my feet and my calves and any part of my lower legs, anything knee under. I just don't want to think about it, because it's pretty stressful, to be honest, because it's like an everyday thing that's kind of in the back of my head nagging, and some days it's more than others, some days it's less. And so I want like a consistent, relief from the psychological nagging of like, this sucks, and also just the the physical relief of not feeling discomfort in these areas.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I know how things feel when they're bad, and I know the relief when things feel better, and so I want to be in the latter.
You want to be on that side.
I want to be on the other side.
Yeah. Just go ahead and reach down, touch your toes. All right. Put your head down and come back up. How's that feel for you?
Feels pretty good. You know, obviously when I put my head down, I felt more of a pull in my hamstrings or my lower leg, my back legs.
Yeah. Push backwards. Okay. Come out. Good. That feels all right?
Yeah.
Reach one hand down the side. Okay. And reach one hand down the other side. Good. How's that feel?
Pretty good.
Good. Let's go rotate to one side as far as you can. Go. Just go ahead and rotate the other side as far as you can. Go. Good. Can you go ahead and give me a squat?
Yeah, like how deep?
Yeah, just deep as you can. Great squat. Okay, come back up. Good. No issues there, right?
No, just weird sounds in my knee.
Can you balance on one leg? Can you give me 3 little bends?
Yeah.
1 and 2 and 3. Good. And the other
Other
side.
one.
Yeah. 2 and 3. That's okay?
Yeah.
All right. Can you walk on your tippy toes for me? Can you walk backwards on your tippy toes? And stop. That feel all right?
So far, so good.
All right.
Just
Can you walk?
tight in my. It's always that tightness in the left part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Point to it.
Point to the tightness.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say like in here.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Only on the left side?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you walk on your heels for me? And back. How's that feel?
Normal.
Okay. Can you walk on the outside of your ankles? And back. How's that feel?
Pretty normal.
Good. Can you walk on inside? There you go. Good. And back. Is that okay?
So far, so good.
Perfect. Can you do some hops for me? Yep. Just keep going. I'm gonna have you here. Kind of warm your body up a little bit. And stop. How's that feel?
Pretty normal.
Perfect. Can you do a single leg hop? And stop. That feel all right?
Yeah.
All right. Left foot up. Okay. How's that feel?
Normal.
Perfect. Can you show me your fencing stance? Okay.
Yeah.
Just go for a couple moves for me, kind of see
Just this.
the pattern.
Right
Okay.
Here.
All right.
This,
There you go.
here. Some stuff like this.
Yeah. And you're on the balls of your feet mostly?
Definitely with the left leg.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the ball with the feet a lot. Not really much on the right leg, except if I'm doing something like this or I'm pushing back. But the left leg is usually always like
Always on the balls?
always moving like this in that position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it's so when this and you push a lot and you come back here like this a lot on it.
So we look heavily into people's feet. The feet has a lot to do with how we transfer force for the whole body. If we have really good feet on the ground and it transfer force really well, we're stronger in the arms, as you know. Just all the force is transferred over right into here. But sometimes there's leaks. Sometimes you push on the ground and the force gets trapped somewhere. Sometimes it gets trapped right into the foot, and that's where people feel a lot of issues. Sometimes it gets trapped right here, sometimes it gets trapped right here. So depending where the force gets trapped, we tend to see where those muscles or joints start to give you some issues. So we like to see if everything is working unisonly. Okay, so you're a little different from some of our other people who just come in here and just like a lot of pain happening at the same time. So we're gonna have to stress you a little bit more to kind of see where some pattern may start to fall apart.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're actually gonna bring you over to the gym area for a bit. Try not to think about where your knee's going. Just let it go where it would go.
Okay, just, just go forward.
Yeah, naturally let it go. Like if it drifts in, let it drift in. You know, don't try to make it do something. I want to see its natural pattern. Got it. Can you turn it around and face this way and do the same thing, but on the right foot? Okay, keep going. Okay, I think you're very used to like heel down first. Can we do like a...
One of these?
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, just like that. There you go, do a few more. Okay, do the same thing on the left now.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay. Do a few more. Okay. How's it feel on the left side?
I mean, this feels fine for now.
Okay, keep going. I want you to try this. When you hop and when you stop, I want you to stop with no wiggle in your knee. So it's gonna be a kind of like a stiff boom, like hard landing, right? Like here, same thing, stiff. What I'm seeing is a little bit of a wiggle. I just wanna know if I tell you not to do it, can you, your body actually manage? Okay. Okay, and stop to the right side. In a little bit of trouble, just landing stiff, where everything just comes on at the same time to stabilize. So there's a little bit of a delay that you have to absorb that force. Just a little time delay to absorb that force.
I see.
Okay. This is just information that I'm gathering as we kind of go through more of the exam. All right, let's see some of the drills that you do with your coach.
The hopping exercises, you know, like maybe one exercise. So start here, maybe there's like some cones here, and I'll jump over the cones, both legs, and then 1, 2, 3, and then other side, 1, 2, 3. A lot of things like this, you know, even in my weight training circuit, after a leg exercise, I'll do what's called like a little cross, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, clockwise and counterclockwise with both legs. So like here, just these exercises, and like this, and then maybe put a band on my feet and just do a bunch of like these, right? Things like this, or you know, this, things like this, like ladder work, where I have like a 30-inch box, and you know, first I start just doing this and like up here like this with both sides, and then from here up, and then on the box, jump up, and then some things with like weights, you know, going up on the box, or like one arm, one leg, like I guess with the weight here, and then come up quickly and go on the box, and then same thing, come up quickly, go on the box, jump up, and then, you know, fencing and footwork, and then walking, giving lessons all day, just doing a lot of this movement on my feet all day.
Go ahead now. I want you to press down like a gas pedal, okay? There we go, just like that. And I'll give you some, you give me some, okay? Go. Press down, press down. Go. Yeah, solid on that pinky side. Not so solid on this pinky side. Tells me these muscles are kind of not performing as well as they should. Now go regularly on this one, bring it in. Okay. Go regularly on this, bring it in. Okay. This way. So we're thinking definitely post hip right here. Seems to be a little bit of a lag when I press down. Go. You see? Go. One more time. Go. A little bit better, but you see there's just that little bit of a, it didn't kick in as fast as I would like it to versus this one. Go. Ready? Go. It's just like instant versus just a little bit of a lag on that right side.
I see.
Right?
Okay.
Should address, not as important as this, but should address. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you want to be quick, you want to be like boom, land, it just got to come on like milliseconds. There's no time for lag at that. Some things I notice. When I'm pulling in, so keep your foot straight and just bring it in. I'm going here, whoop, keep it down here, go ahead. Okay. Seeing just a little bit of that opening over here. They just all point to this muscle. If I bend your knee here and I pull down the pinky, you know, see, I can kind of pull you up, go, go, like, you know, versus over here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not trying that hard on this
On
side.
this side, I see.
So that tells me, that points a lot to there. It just makes sense, all the symptoms that you're telling me can be pointed down to right here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work. Instead of focusing on soleus, it may be more on the inside that you might want to focus a bit more on.
Okay.
And then I want to talk about foot mechanics, and then I want to talk about some of the drills that you're doing, the landing, stopping. I think we can get that looking a lot cleaner than what you have doing. Like, you're going through the movement, it's great, but I think we're missing a key point on what we call stiffness. Stiffness is, right? It's not a,
No.
you don't want to absorb the force, you want the force to translate up.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's very different. I'm gonna have you line your side face the window. Okay. And I'm gonna have you scoot all the way down.
All the way down this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Here?
Yeah, you just relax here. And just gotta bend this knee, and this one can just chill. However you want to put that leg is fine. I'll be working right into here, okay? Here's something quick that you can do, and then we get into the more nitty-gritty stuff, okay? Before you work out, before you do anything, before you play, before you compete, just give yourself a nice little self-massage right here. And this one is easy. Here, lie on your side. So I like to do this.
And just kind of move it around?
You can spin it,
Ah.
right? You find like a particular spot that feels like, ooh,
Yeah.
this is kind of like a
Right there.
sensitive area. Don't go ham on it. Ease into it. You go too hard too soon, the body fights back. But if you start small, oh yeah, just a little bit of discomfort, and then you kind of sink in, or kind of let go. What you're trying to do, you're not bringing up scar tissue or anything. You're trying to get this muscle to work. Think about a rubber band that's attached on both ends. If you press into that rubber band, you're creating potential energy in it. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give it some more contractile property. Because in the perfect world, when this foot touches the ground, boom, the force got to transfer here, to here, to here, to here, to everywhere else. But if it stops here, doesn't transfer very well, a lot of force gets trapped, a lot of stress gets trapped right here. And you're not able to use the rest of your muscles as well.
Yeah.
Because the first thing that touches the ground is already not doing its job.
Yeah.
It's like a relay race where the first person out the gate is super slow.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what's happening. So when you're feeling like, oh yeah, I just feel more engagement through here, we didn't get these guys stronger. We just unlocked the potential of what's down here.
Yeah.
All right.
I see.
So that's number one. Number two, we're gonna talk about foot mechanics. This foot is a little bit stiff, and I'll tell you what all that means and what we can do about it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do foot mechanics, and we'll do a little bit of hopping drills, and that would call it for today. I want to give you two. I want to make sure you're nice and we got the supination shape, which is the arch, and go. Now, as the knee goes over the foot, this bone needs to rotate down, so these bones can come down. And this is very important because this is how you absorb force, right? Like you, if it can't do that, it's stiff. You see how a lot of force gets stuck, and you're gonna get other motions that's really not the motion that you want. So your right foot, when you bring that knee over, it does this little thing where it kind of swivels in, and it kind of goes flat, and then it kind of comes back. The left foot, not so much, only because you don't really put your left foot in the front very much. So to counteract that, we just have you bring your left foot to the front and regain this motion for it to absorb force. So even when it's in the back, it needs to be able to, at an angle like this, it needs to absorb force, spring, absorb force, spring.
I see.
You're missing some
I'm
of this.
missing out on a bunch of force that I could be using to move.
Yeah, you're missing a lot
It's
of
getting lost. Yeah.
you're missing a lot of absorption on that foot.
Okay.
Okay. Your way forward, just kind of notice how that foot spread apart. And then when you come back here, and if you come back here, maybe just kind of bring your knee behind your ankle. And we do this, you kind of feel your arch rising a little bit.
Like the foot. Yeah.
Exactly. You want to make sure you just feel this point, and this point the whole time. Yeah. And I'm just going to help guide you a little bit. So go back. So here, keep this down. All right. You feel the arch muscle? It's like almost.
Definitely.
It's like working.
Yeah.
So this is like your arch exercise. You can use this to strengthen that arch. And we all know how important that is.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're going to go bring it in. And as you do this, the knee kind of comes in a little bit, swivels in a little bit. Now the arch gets stretched out.
Yes.
Think about the arch like a rubber band. You want to use it, you got to stretch it, right? And it'll snap back. What most people don't understand is they're trying to strengthen something without giving it that nice stretch. It's all about the bounce from one side to the next. Good. There's some movement here. I wonder if we can get a little bit more movement. Let's see what happens here. So this one, I'm just trying to get some of the forefoot to move, okay? Go ahead. See how this would kind of...
Yeah, this feels a little different in my arch, for sure.
Yeah, you might feel like more of a stretch.
Yeah.
Over
That's
here.
exactly what it feels like.
That's perfect. And that's really, you need this a lot, actually, when you keep going back and forth. This might be something I have you do, and I'm going to gift you one of these wedges as well.
Awesome.
How's this feeling?
Different than when it's when my foot's just flat on the ground. I definitely feel more of a stretch in my arch.
Yeah.
When I do this.
I'm going to add this here, and I want to just see if that makes you feel different even more or even better. Yeah, does that create a bigger arch?
It's definitely different.
Yeah. Does it feel more comfortable?
I think there's more. I mean, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, but I feel like I'm getting more of a stretch in my arch.
Yeah, I'm just going to tip it around this way a little bit. Go.
All right.
Give you a little bit more here.
Yeah, I definitely feel like more of a stretch.
Yeah.
In the arch.
Just be like right here.
Yeah.
Just keep going. And then when you come back, square your hips. Yeah, so you can feel that arch muscle working now. And then when you go forward, just allow that to go. Perfect.
Yeah, square that.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, there we go. So now we're starting to get back the natural movement of that foot back on this side. Okay. Cool. Nice. So when you're moving around with that left foot, because we had wedged this, now we can absorb. We can kind of mold into the ground now. You know, boom, boom, back and forth. A little bit of a spring in it. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. We're trying to get that spring mechanics back by letting that foot to be able to go into these two different shades very easily and rapidly. Yeah. See how he still remembers that?
Yeah, I still. Yeah.
That detour still exists.
Yeah.
You just gotta ingrain it.
Yeah, I just have to do it more.
And once you have it, it'll use it in play because it exists
without me thinking.
Exactly, and that's what you said. You don't want to think about this.
Right.
That's what I want to give you. You don't. I don't need you to think.
Yeah.
Athletes can't think.
They
need to just react and do.
Yeah, you're right.
So come over here and face the mirror. And when I'm like going here, you see how my hips got to come out because I need to stay in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So just like allow your hips to swing naturally. There you go. But bring more weight to the front. Good. Keep going, keep going. And when you do this, you will notice that foot's gonna start to work.
Yep.
Yep, that arch is gonna start to work.
Definitely.
Yeah. And let's do the other side.
Okay.
You notice the difference here?
Yeah. Feel a little bit more unbalanced on this.
Unbalanced, and you will notice that your hips don't really move so well,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't really like going out of your base of support
On this side.
on that left
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hits home.
All right, let's go to the right side again. Look in the mirror and just do this again, and just kind of watch. Let your go slow so you can kind of get the rhythm. There we go. There you go. See how the hip has that range of motion,
Yeah.
right? You can go all the way out this way and go all the way in this way.
Yeah.
So when it does this, you're gonna stress certain parts of the leg as you go one way or another. You don't need to be specific. You'll just get everything together. Now we take a look at the left side. Shorten up your stance. There we go. All right.
Ooh.
All right. It's just harder, right?
Yeah.
See how your knees were swiveling a lot more instead of, it just looks a little less.
It looks less
stable.
coordinated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will hit that one, and then let's see here, and then you're gonna go side to side.
Here. Like this.
Yep. But bring more weight on top so the back heel comes off. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Boom, boom. Let your hips go as well. Yeah. Let your hips go. Yeah. Let your hips go. Yep. There we go. See how that works that foot?
Way more.
Yeah. Good. And let's see the other side. Short stance, shift your weight forward. Yeah.
I feel like my hips going way less on this side.
Right. It's because that foot doesn't feel stable on the floor. Once that foot gets stronger, I should expect these hips to go, because your hips are strong. You're not testing them. They're no issue. Everything's in the bottom. Yeah, that hip's not really moving.
It's not at all, yeah.
But if you go slow, right, you will find that you have to range of motion.
Ah, I see.
You know what I mean? So it's not like a range of motion issue, it's a stability issue.
It's not comfortable when it's going fast, or the body's not loosening up when it's going fast.
It's like if you go ice skating and you're not comfortable on the ice, you're not gonna be smooth.
Yeah,
you're gonna be stiff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
you
that,
have to get
but
more comfortable. Yeah.
yeah, it's like that. But the ground is your playing.
I see.
Your playing field. Good. And just like let yourself chill. And when you feel that difference when I just kind of turned in.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit flatter, and when you do this,
My quads are definitely burning more now. I'll tell you
burning
that.
more. That's all I need you to do.
Activation.
It just kind of get this muscle turned on. But this muscle can only turn on when that foot can go into that space.
I see.
Right? Because when you're over here, you can't really get that turned on. So, I mean, I don't know the sport. Yeah? You feel that quad?
Yeah.
It's not that, this could be stronger, I would say that.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing this, I mean, I don't know the sport, I just know body mechanics, right? I just know that when you're here, if that foot's a little bit turned in, pronated flatter, you get a lot more access to these big muscles here. When it's out here, so you can experiment for yourself. So bring yourself forward like this, with that, there you go. You feel that quad kind of kicks on.
Yep.
Now swing that.
Yeah, it's like off right now.
Off.
And now it's like in the back of my leg,
Right
the fourth.
here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lateral side of the calf.
Yeah. And the physio is telling me like the lateral side of my calves are just not in bad shape, but they're super tight, and that my quads are also just super tight.
Yeah.
So whenever they massage.
Yeah. I mean, you could massage it, but if you're not fixing these mechanics, like if you're going here, if I do this, I can feel, like swing your knee out when you do that, right? Go forward, but bring your
my knee out,
Yeah, but you can already start to feel like
actually, you say that,
it's starting to fire up a lot more versus here.
Here.
you're balanced, you're comfortable, you can,
Right.
right?
Right.
But you're gonna be held back by the strength here for a little bit just because you haven't experienced that muscle.
Yeah. But hey, man, go in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You let it like go into a more natural position.
Yeah.
You will find the workouts just gonna be harder on your
On your
quad,
thighs. Yeah.
but that's the piece you need.
Yeah.